Check out what Mama Bear just finished.
Hey guys, welcome back to Res Life.
Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with us again. As always, we appreciate it. So thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Today's Monday. Mama Bear is with me today. We're going to drop the boys off at school and then we got to go head out to St. Michael's. Mama Bear and I made it out to our destination. I already looked at the first truck and I figured out what was wrong with it. It was definitely a vacuum leak and a fuel problem. So I figured that out as soon as we showed up. I fixed that one and they took it for a test drive real quick. I forgot my scanner, so I had to unhook the battery for a few minutes just to clear the codes. But when I hooked the battery back up and I started it cranked up fine, idled fine. She drove down the road fine, so hopefully it comes back.
She's all later, guys.
I gotta check the other car. Transmission problem, so I'm gonna check that as soon as I get back. Just hanging out. Okay, after a quick test drive, we realized that there was a little bit more wrong with that truck than I thought. I fixed the fuel pressure regulator problem and the vacuum leak, but on the test drive it was still misfiring pretty bad and running kind of wonky. So I had to go through and check all the coils. One of them, the screw that holds the coil down to the head, was stripped out. So I had to use a zip tie. I just ran it down one side and I put the screw in so it would catch threads on whatever was left in there. But it grounded it, so I took it for a test drive. I don't know how bad it was running before we showed up, but it ran pretty good when I took it. So I just had the vehicle owner go take it down the hill and back up while I check the car we originally were supposed to come out here to check. I think it's a transmission problem. It's on a hybrid car, so we got to figure it out. This guy is fast. We are down in Winter Rock and St. Michael's. We're heading back to Gallup now. We're gonna stop by the house and then I'm gonna hop off at the shop. Mama Bear's gonna do the afternoon stuff with the boys and then she'll pick me up again at 5.
Yeah.
By then I should be at least done with one of the vehicles I gotta work on. Hopefully I'll be almost done with the second one. We're gonna make a quick stop at the house and then we're gonna head the rest of the way in. We're going back toward Gallup right now. After a quick stop at home, we are heading into Gallup. We were just doing the intro and the outro and it was kind of crazy because as we're doing the outro for the video that I'm editing right now, we were talking about how Mama Bear had just started driving again recently and how I thought that it was going to be a lot harder anxiety-wise to get her behind the wheel and on roads with traffic. And I wasn't trying to rush her or anything, but as soon as she got a newer ride and a nice, safer ride, we brought it home. And as soon as it came home, she hopped in it. She felt good enough to drive it, so now she's driving in town. And when we were driving by down there doing the outro for the video, we were talking about it and we ended up driving by the exact spot as we were talking about it where we were hit by the drunk driver.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, still hasn't even turned himself in, or the cops have not picked him up, or nobody has really done anything about it from the sheriff's department so far. Or the county. They just say he'll get picked up sometime. There's a little construction as we're heading into town.
Are they filling in the big old potholes?
Probably. We shall see.
Oh man.
And no matter how
They
much I try to
holes in the earth.
off to work now, you guys.
You be careful when you're working.
I'll see you after you, boys.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Be careful.
I need my monsters. Okay. I'm at the shop. See what I got to work on today. I got to sort out an oil leak and a charging issue on the red maintenance truck. So that's what I'm going to do. This one's got an oil leak and a charging issue. So the oil leak is coming from the oil filter bracket that sits on the side of the block at the bottom. We changed out the gaskets on that when we changed out the oil cooler seals and stuff. So I gotta double check everything, see what we did wrong. And then I fixed the charging problem actually, but when it's parked overnight, something's draining the battery, so I gotta poke around and see what I can find on that. First, I need my trusty cardboard. Looks like it's leaking from that gasket. I'm gonna get a 10mm on there and see if that will help. Alright. I used a 10mm. There's 3 screws on the back, and I don't know if they had rattled loose or not. One of them was harder to take off than the other 2. I backed them out a few turns one by one and then just reseated them in there and torqued them back down. So I'm gonna wipe this off and let it run for a few minutes and see what's going on with it. That will also give me a chance to check the charging system while I'm up there. Since it's dirty oil getting wiped up, I just grabbed a dirty rag. Well, it's not dirty. Alright, it's cleanish. I'm gonna start it and see what it looks like in a few minutes. Looks like it took care of a majority of it, but a leak is still a leak. It looks like it's leaking from that gasket right there on this outside. Definitely looks like it's leaking from there. Finally got this wrench out of here. Still got to put on his belt though. Nice. Well, that's going to be awesome. This helped a lot because you can see the difference in the size. It is a lot easier to get this out of there than this. Thanks, Kyle. At Lowe's real quick. I was in and out at Lowe's. Had to come back to my snack. We got some grub for the boys. We got a bundle from McDonald's because they like McDonald's. They're good kids, so I'll get them some McDonald's. What'd you get me, Mama? Something awesome?
Yeah, green chili double cheeseburger.
Nice! I love it! I love the green chili double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. And here in Gallup, they only use Hatch Valley green chili. Hi, Daisy. Hey, water dog. Were you a good dog today? Yeah? You were a good dog today? Duke's hungry too. They made it back to the house. The boys are enjoying their McDonald's. Draven's down there eating with Grandma. We've made it back to the Jackson show.
Love you.
I love you too, Jackson. Mama, I didn't tell you, but all day I've been thinking this. You look pretty today.
Thank you, honey.
I love your hair. And I like that you put on some lipstick and stuff.
Thanks.
Just because we were hanging out. Good morning, everybody. We're at Jackson's school. He's hopping off right now. He's getting ready to hop off anyway. Quick stop over here at Warren's. I'm gonna go and say what's up, see how things are going, and then I'm gonna head over and check on this other engine, see if it is any closer to being here yet, and I will make my way to the shop. I have a couple of struts and a power steering pump and maybe some APS sensors today. Stopped by, talked to Warren for a bit. Stopped by, talked to my bro Labor for a bit. Just trying to work on some pictures, I guess. Pictures and video from the accident for insurance purposes. I have way more than one would think as far as pictures and videos covering the accident, the injuries, the aftermath, everything that has happened since that has affected us in any way. So it's gonna take quite a few hours to do that. So I started on that, and one of the vans at the shop, the transmission came in for it today, so I gotta head over there real quick and probably swap out this transmission today. And I want to get it done before the end of the day, and then I gotta pick the boys up, so we'll see how this goes. Now that we're done goofing off with that for the second and third time. All right, we're getting to the van. This is the van. Man, a lot of work today. I was supposed to get to this transmission, but we had to do a few things to the Mustang in order to get it out of the way first. So now we've got the van. We're getting it into the shop. It is super hot, but I don't want to take my beanie off because I'm an idiot and I didn't tie my hair up this morning. It felt good just being not tied up and stuff last night. So I got up this morning and I failed to tie it up or get it braided. So I've got my beanie on all day, but it feels good to be listening to the Rockies game while I'm working. We're up 1-0 on the Royals, and even though it is spring training, it feels so good to have baseball back. All right, we're gonna take this out and we're gonna start with the heat shield, the torque converter cover, drive shaft, exhaust.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta go to the boys now.
Yep.
But 6 bolts. I made it back to the shop. I went down to the west side and picked the boys up. They're hanging out upstairs right now, and I'm gonna finish what I was doing until I gotta get Jackson. One bolt left up there, and then one bolt right there.
So we're going to center it on here.
All right. I've got all the bolts off this transmission now. Usually on these transmissions, if this is the first time that this is coming off, it's going to take a little bit to separate this. I don't know why, just usually is. But once it pops loose, we should be good.
It's okay.
Man, that was pretty heavy. Since we have everything off, it won't be too much to change this rear main seal. You can see that it's leaking pretty bad. That's what's causing all of this. Could use an oil pan gasket too, honestly. I have the baby.
Hi.
We're gonna go run to Lowe's. Mama Bear said we need a couple of things, so we're gonna go run to Lowe's first.
I smell oil.
We're down here at Lowe's right now. We're gonna pick up some grub. Go for it, Jackie. Hit it. Oh, you almost got it, bro. Yeah, it's the new transmission. We are all in the truck again. We're gonna head home to the Mama Bear now. Waiting for a train. Good morning, little Daisy. Good morning, little Daisy. You ready to go back in? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
Today's Wednesday. I'm gonna go drop the boys off here in a bit. Everybody's getting ready for school right now. And then I gotta head to the shop today. Again, I gotta finish that van that I was working on yesterday. This dog, she won't stop licking me. She's crazy.
Careful, Daisy. Remember what happened?
Sometimes she likes to just jump off without looking where she's landing. So, change of plans this morning. Grandma took the boys to school for us. I was still working on some things this morning, and I didn't want Mama Bear to be taking them in by herself yet. So, her mom took the boys in real quick, and she came back. So now I am heading to the shop, and I'll be there for the remainder of the day until I get the transmission in and settled. When I get done with that transmission at the shop today, if I have time, I'm gonna take off from there, and I gotta go check out a truck out in St. Michael's in Arizona. So we'll see how that works out, and I'm either gonna go and do that and then have somebody pick the boys up this evening. I'm gonna have to figure that out this afternoon and this evening. So we shall see, I guess. But I'm taking off from the house. I'm heading in right now. Gallup doesn't look too busy today. Not on this side anyway. Alright, I made it to the shop. I'm gonna change out this seal. Gonna pull this whole cover off. Got the oil pan cleaned up mostly. I've got all the necessary parts switched over to the other transmission now. Now it's ready to go in. After lunch, of course. Got the new gasket in there. Got everything changed out. Got a new seal in there. Now we're gonna get the transmission back in there. We got a couple of guys over here to help us pick that up. We're gonna put it on these transmission jacks. And then we've got a few bolts here. Yeah, used to that. Yeah, we got like 2 inches. Alright, everything is back together. All the cross members are on. Just gotta do the exhaust. couple of things. All the bolts were too long, so one had to be made. I gotta make a clip real quick with this paper clip because we lost one of these for the transcooler line. Finally finished with this. Well, that was quite a day. Got the transmission in. We had to call a couple of guys to help us lift it up and put it in there, but with the help of the shop owner, I was able to get everything buttoned up and hooked back up and connected, and it's almost ready to go. We got it off the lift. We started running some fluid through it. We put some oil in it. I fixed the hood latch because it wouldn't open before. We also did some work on the fender, so the door will open and close without grabbing the fender anymore. And one more thing. Oh, the battery. We were going to start it to run the rest of the fluid through it, but the battery will not even hold a charge. The battery is so dead that it won't even let us run a jumper. It won't even let us run a jump starter through a parallel circuit with it and jump start the van and let the alternator take over. So it's just killing it. It's sucking all the juice up. So the shop owner went to get another battery, and I worked a little bit more on what I could. I was going to put the ignition in that red 77 Ford that's outside so we could start it, but I'm kind of pushing it as it is. I got to go to the west side and get the boys. I had a few extra minutes because Jackson is going to hang out at school again for the after school program today, so I got an extra few minutes, 15 minutes on the stuff at the shop. So I'm heading down here to the west side right now. Nice, the van is good. Cool. I got back up here to the shop and the van is okay. Everything is running good on it. The only thing was this dude locked the keys in the van. Well, he didn't lock them in there. He closed the door and somehow they all locked. So luckily, there are spares. The grommet for the dipstick is leaking. The dipstick is sealed up. That's what I was working on. But everything is good to go. The van is running fine. Done with the van again. These guys were working on their go-kart, so that's kind of cool. I really love having them in the shop with me and using the tools and working on stuff, making stuff work. So I'm glad they're in here learning how to do this and that with it. You having a good time, D?
Yeah.
Awesome. Me, Michael, and Draven took off from the shop. We have Jackson now, so we're gonna head home. We're waiting on word from Mama to see if there's anything we need. Michael is driving us home. I think this one's a little easier for him to drive than the last couple of rides. So should be alright. We've made it back to the Mama Bear, you guys. And it's really awesome. There's already food. Love it. Super hungry. And I'm super tired. Check out what Mama Bear just finished. Holy cow. These are pretty insane. Like, I've never known you to even like do something like this. So for you to be able to pick up beading and they come out like that, that's pretty crazy. And check out the pattern on these too. Whoa. I love the Navajo basket design, and I like how the pattern of the beads goes with the pattern of the cab. Nice. Whoa, that's cool. Silver and turquoise, so the ancestors can see you. That's pretty amazing. I don't even know what to say. That's kind of cool. So you pick that up, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I like it.
It's in your blood.
Well, guys, that's it for this video. We hope you guys like it. And like always, thanks for coming back.
Thank you guys again for watching our video. We hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day.
We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Later.